Good morning. Road trip.
Road trip.
We're heading to Toronto, the GTA. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. The sun's not quite up yet, but we are just leaving Bathurst and we are heading to Ontario. Heading to Oshawa, actually, so we'll drop some videos along the way. Enjoy. Well, we're cruising down the highway, still in New Brunswick. We're just past Belgium, which is about 20-30 minutes away from Bathurst. So we got a long way to go, but we're getting there 1 kilometer at a time. We're just past Campbellton, driving still on the original Highway 11, so we're about an hour outside of Bathurst now and doing good time. The sun's up, but it's a little bit cloudy. We'll see what the weather's like as we get down the highway. Well, we're getting close to St. Quentin. We're about 90 kilometers away from highway number 2 to Trans-Canada, so we're almost getting off these 2-lane highways and getting into some nice freeway driving. So we're getting there. It's still cloudy, which actually makes it nice to drive because you don't get the sun glare in your eyes. So far so good. Trip's been pretty decent. No traffic. Alright, we are on the Twin Highway. A little bit of rain showers. We're in Edmundston, New Brunswick, so we're getting really close to the Quebec border there now. So about another 15-20 minutes from that. The trip's going really well. It was really good through northern New Brunswick. The roads were empty, as you've seen in the last couple of minutes. So we'll keep updating you as we drive through to Ontario. It is snowing now. Go figure, end of April, but we are in most northern parts of New Brunswick, so it's not a surprise. Anyway, right in front of us is the Quebec border. You can see the sign coming up right now. Bienvenue à Quebec. Alright, so we will check in again later, and hopefully the next time we check in the weather will be a little bit better too. Alright, so we are almost in Rivière-du-Loup and it is white outside. It snowed, hard to believe, but we went through a snowstorm coming down after Edmundston, so it feels like winter again. It is end of April, so you know, it's very weird. Anyway, we are almost in Rivière-du-Loup. So we are 4 hours away from Montreal. We'll check in again later.
Turn right onto Rue Principale, then turn right onto the Auto Route 85 Nord ramp.
Alright, so as you can tell, GPS is telling us to get back on the highway.
Turn right onto the Auto Route 85 Nord ramp.
We just gassed up in Rivière-du-Loup. So,
in 400 meters, merge onto Route Trans-Canadienne, Auto Route 85.
Yeah, Auto Route 85. Alright, we're in Rivière-du-Loup, like I was saying. The weather's clearing up a little bit now. The snow has stopped, but it's still like a winter wonderland out there. But at least it's not snowing really hard anymore. So we are probably about 3 hours away from Montreal, or 3.5 hours away from Montreal now, so we're getting there. So we'll check in again later. White trees.
In 800 meters, merge onto Route Trans-Canadienne West, Ottawa.
The white trees. We're past the snow, we're past the bad weather, the sun is starting to come back out. We're just leaving Rivière-du-Loup right now, and it's like the weather just instantly changed. Instantly from winter storm kind of thing to this much better weather that we're having now. And you can see the sun coming through. Anyway, we're 3 hours and 52 minutes from Montreal exactly, and we're doing pretty good time. So I think the next time we check in, it'll be sunny and there won't be white trees, and it will look a lot better. Anyway, check-in done. All right, we are about 5 minutes outside of Quebec City, so the weather has gotten a lot better, by the way. I can actually see some blue poking out through those clouds there now. The temperature is now almost 6 degrees, and the snow is long gone. That's a relief. Anyway, we are, like I said, we're just outside of Quebec City right now. We're going to be passing by that city and heading towards Montreal, which we are 2 hours and 33 minutes away from. So we'll check in again later. Update time. I know it's only been seconds for you guys, but for us it's been a few hours. Anyway, we're in Montreal. We're actually not quite in the city. We're about 30 minutes outside of the city. But we're not going in the city. We're going around the city, taking another highway to get into Ontario. We're going to stop at the St. Bruno Centre. It's a Cadillac Fairview Mall for lunch. And then we'll continue on into the city of Montreal, or city of Toronto, the GTA. Anyway, it's 11 degrees here. The grass is green. It's a big stark difference to what we had more towards New Brunswick. And as you can see in the camera here, the grass is green. It's no longer white. So big difference as we continue down through southwest, heading towards Ontario. Check in later on. See ya. Woo. We are in Montreal at Place Saint Bruno. It's a mall along the highway that we decided we're going to stop for lunch at. Look at the sky is blue. Yeah. There's no more snow. It's about 12 degrees outside right now. We've been driving for 8 hours, I think. Yeah, about 8 hours. So it's time for lunch. And we still got 4 more hours after we leave here to Ontario. At least 4 more hours. So anyway, it's dinner time. We're going into a mall. Enjoy the video so far. I hope you are. Bye.
Bye.
Now we gotta go find a food court. Get some food. It's a nice shopping center. It's 2 levels. Seems pretty big. Just gotta find us where the food court is. It's got a lot of nice stores in it. See, two levels. We're in the food court. I don't want to scroll too quick, but anyway, the food court. It's like a market that is kind of closed right now, but it looks like a market that happens on the weekend or something. Anyway, we're still at the St. Bruno shopping mall. We just had lunch. We're getting ready to hit the road again, so we just noticed this marketplace here. And we come around and we wanted to check it out. It's kind of neat. There's a chocolatier in the corner. Oh, your classic Tupperware. Look at that. Alright, we are getting ready to leave the mall and get back on the road very soon. Alright, we're on the road again, and we are crossing the St. Lawrence River right now. We're leaving Montreal, and the sun is out and it is 16 degrees. What a difference from this morning when we left, when it was -1 and snow. It's just crazy. Anyway, we're crossing the St. Lawrence right now. And a beautiful sunny day. We'll check in again a little bit further down the road. We're on our way to Ontario. So we're coming up to a pay station because we're on a toll highway. So I think it's $4.50 for the fare to use the highway. Then on the other side there's a canal. So it looks like it's $4.40 to get through on this highway. Let's pay the piper. Alright, that was easy. So what we're going to go under right now is an actual canal. If you look at this on Google Earth, it's actually a water canal above this tunnel here, and ships go through it. It'd be really neat if there was an actual ship on there right now to see.
Yes, it would be. Underwater.
Underwater. Very neat. Anyway, we're going to check in when we get close to Ontario.
In 3 kilometers, use the right to...
Alright, we're coming up on the border between Quebec and Ontario. Should be passing in a minute. I can see the Quebec sign on the left. The Ontario one is there on the right.
Right there.
Yeah, welcome to Ontario. Right in the potholes. Just a cruising down the highway. Whoop, 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 whoop. We are 3 hours and 18 minutes away from Toronto. So. Alright. So we're in a place called Mallory Town, and we're at an en route. Just off the highway. It is 20 degrees now, and it was -1 in New Brunswick. There's Jen. Hi, Jen. So these are truck stops and rest stops all along the Ontario Highway, and this one here is in Mallory Town, and it has a Starbucks, a Subway, an NW, and a Tim's, of course, and gas stop. They have everything here. It looks like this. Subway, Tim Hortons, NW, eating area. Quite convenient. Alright. As you can see, we made it to Oshawa. We stopped at the mall. After... It is, what time is it right now? So it's 6:45 right now, and we left at 5 in the morning. And it's 6:45 Ontario time, so really it's 7:45 in New Brunswick right now. So what a day. Long drive. And now we're going into the Oshawa Center. Good morning. It is Friday morning after a trip. We're in Toronto right now. I'm taking a morning walk after a stay at our hotel next to the 401. Everybody's rushing to work. Heading to Toronto. I'm just outside the Oshawa GO train station. Fun times for those who are traveling into work today. Glad it's not. Anyway, happy Friday morning. I'm at a place called Guildwood Park. And this is Lake Ontario. Beautiful. My wife taking a selfie. Say hi, Jen. She can't hear me. Hi. This place is beautiful. Spring is springing here in Toronto. You can see some blue flowers, yellow flowers. This is Guildwood Park. What a beautiful place. Right in Toronto. It's a wedding venue. All these works of art are really, from what I understand, the owner of the property saved them from buildings in Toronto that were being demolished. So he saved pieces of it all and put it on this property and reused it. And it's now art. I think that's kind of cool. Look at this. This is really neat. Looks like Roman runes. Very nice. There's a bell tower. And even in the trees, there's pieces of facade. See beyond the tree line there's even more. Very nice. Very, very nice. Anybody getting married here certainly has lots of options for photography. And that's the venue right ahead. The Quebec Bank. It is, what are we, Saturday today? Saturday. It is Saturday. We left Toronto about 30 to 40 minutes ago. We're on the highway we're heading east towards Ottawa now. So today we are going to spend the day in Ottawa touring. A little bit of a rain, but if you can see ahead, it's going to clear up pretty fast. It's supposed to be sunny today and 13 degrees in Ottawa, so it's going to be a nice day to tour around the streets. So we are moving and driving, and we will check in later. So we're on the side of the highway near, I think it's near Kingston, or past Kingston, near Cornwall actually, at an en route. These things are pretty cool, like we've seen before. It's sunny out. There's Jen way over there. A 401. We're heading up to Ottawa, so our highway to Ottawa is coming up really soon. So we're inside the en route. I know my mom would like this. New York fries. Very cool.
Yeah, every new city I go to, I buy a shot glass for collection. Thanks. That's awesome. I bought it at Fiji. Oh, yeah. This can't be same as you. Which ribbon?
We're in downtown Ottawa, on our way to the Parliament buildings on your right. That's the city. We're passing Chateau Laurier. Right there is the tomb of the unknown soldier. Quebec. The locks, Ottawa. Hull, Quebec. The Ottawa River and the Parliament buildings.
It's called St. Joachim in Shefford. Yeah, it's near Granby. Yeah. It's like
Here for the Argos or
no, we're 15 minutes from Montreal, but east.
I'm from southeast.
The back side of the Parliament building, the library. Confederation Place. And there's the National War Monument. The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
В Телеграме это не настоящее.
We're in the Bayward Market.
it's the weirdest contact. Because you go in the half. One guy you saying you went in. If you get the finger, but he said, oh, no, Brad, we need a foot navigator.
Sunday morning, we just left the hotel. Beautiful hotel, Holiday Inn Express, downtown Ottawa. And now we are...
Continue on Auto Route 5 North for 1.5 kilometers.
Now we're on the highway getting back to northern New Brunswick. Beautiful Sunday. 12 degrees, sunny. And we're going to go back to... Look at it, I mean, the grass is green and the leaves are budding here in Ontario. Go back to Bathurst, it'll be all early spring, still snow on the ground. Anyway, we started our day, gonna be a long one. Alright, just left downtown Ottawa, we crossed over to Gatineau, Quebec, and it looks like we're gonna be traveling down through Quebec. So that was quick to leave Ontario, just in a matter of a crossing of a bridge. So we'll see you when we get close to Montreal. We stopped at an Ultramar for fuel. A little town between Montreal and Ottawa. It's got a Tim's, it's got a Wendy's, got everything you need. Alright, it's 9:12 Montreal time and we're just about ready to enter the city of Montreal. Trip's been good, no traffic. Nice, wonderful 14 degrees Celsius outside. Very spring here in Quebec. Doing good time anyway. We should be passing the Meriberi airport there really soon. And then we continue down the highway. So far, so good. Well, we landed in Montreal. Still beautiful out, 15 degrees, warm. Sunday, the traffic's but that's okay. We're still making good time. Should be in New Brunswick sometime this afternoon. We're just outside of Montreal and we stopped for a rest stop. We're somewhere in backcountry Quebec. We stopped for gas in a nice little town. It's very, very cool. Very, very small. We're at a proxy. Anyway, we're just off the highway here by a few minutes. I'm just admiring the church. There's like a little river that we cross right over here. Very nice. All right. We stopped at Old Quebec for a rest stop. I've got lots of videos of Old Quebec, so I'm not going to do a whole bunch of video today. Just a little bit.
J'étais dans la plus grande perte.
Buskers. Remember the Chic Shack?
Vraiment très croustillant, autant que c'est croissant. Elle le rêvait mélancolique, le soir dans sa boutique, à ce jeune homme distant. Il était myope, voilà tout, mais elle ne le savait pas. Aïe, 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 aïe. Il vivait dans un monde flou.
Jen's gone to the Christmas shop. All right, we are in Quebec City. We are enjoying the sun. What a difference. We came from New Brunswick. It was snowing, cold, like a blizzard. And we come here, it's 20 degrees, it's sunny, it's warm. Everybody's enjoying themselves. We're just chilling here for about another 30 minutes before we head back to northern New Brunswick. We got a long drive ahead of us still, but we've been stopping along the way. It's been fun. What a voyage to Ontario and Quebec, and just kind of seeing all the sights over the last few days. We're really enjoying Quebec right now. Old Quebec, sitting at the Hotel Frontenac. St. Lawrence River off to the distance there. beautiful here today. Just beautiful. So everybody's scurrying about.
But because we hit that little drop. Yeah, real.
He is rocking it out old school over there. You know, this guy's probably making more money. He's doing that. I'm sure he's getting loonies and toonies thrown at him all afternoon. He's probably doing quite well.
I don't know, try it. Try it. Like, oh yeah, right here. Weather's still beautiful. 16 degrees outside. It is 4 o'clock Quebec time. So, yeah, we're going to get into Bathurst quite late. But that's okay. We're traveling. We're having fun. We're on vacation. Well, we're 65-ish kilometers outside of Rivière-du-Loup. The river next to us is starting to really widen up there now. St. Lawrence River. So usually that's how you can tell you're getting close to Rivière-du-Loup. Anyway, weather's still great, 14 degrees. Not as green down in these parts as it was up in the Montreal, Ontario region, where everything's in bloom. All the same, still nice and warm. We're doing good time. It's now 5 p.m. Quebec time, so not too bad overall. It's 5:30. We are in Rivière-du-Loup. So we're going to stop here for a few minutes, get some fuel, use the restroom, and then onward to Nouvelle, Brunswick. Alright, we are near St. Louis de Haha. And we are on a construction zone. We're twinning this highway after many, many years. Finally, it's the last little stretch. But it makes for a nuisance right now, though. Anyway, we stopped at McDonald's in Rivière-du-Loup.
trip is definitely not over, but as far as the out of provinces, we're back home. There's the Ottawa, Quebec, and the Hello, New Brunswick. And we're back home.
Welcome back, babe.
Welcome back. Alright, so now we've got to drive to Edmundston and across a whole lot of forests, and we're going to do it in the dark. But that's
Yay.
okay. It is, the clock's going to adjust up, which it just did, and it's almost 8 p.m. And the sun's still up and it's almost 8 p.m., so that's pretty good. Anyway, we'll check in one more time before we finish this video and wrap it up. Alright, we just got off the Trans-Canada Highway and we're getting on the highway to St. Quentin. New Brunswick Highway 17 to be exact. Sun's still up, 8 o'clock at night. Doing pretty good. Oh, except my camera's getting a little crooked. There you go. How's that for you? Perfect. Alright, we're gonna wrap this video up right here. We're now on our way back to Bathurst and to the back roads, back country of New Brunswick. We still got about 2 hours to go on our trip, but the sun's going down, so it's not going to make for some good photography. So, hope you enjoyed the video. We went from Bathurst to Toronto, and then from Toronto to Ottawa, and we stopped in Quebec City, and also on the way up we stopped in Montreal. So we did some city hopping while we were going that way, that's for sure. Jen?
Yes, it was gorgeous weather further up in Ontario. Ottawa especially. It was really gorgeous, as you can see in the video. But it's nice to be back in New Brunswick.
Yes, there's no place for home, and there's no shore like the North Shore, that's for sure.
There you go.
Alright, so we'll end it there. I guess the last thing to do is roll credits and play music. So I hope you enjoy the video. Subscribe to the channel. Click that follow button if you want to see more of my junk that I put online.
Click the like.
Click the like button. Anyway, roll music, roll credits.